Hey YouTube, how are you? It's Money Minded Michelle and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you like what you see, you stay and subscribe and decide to become a part of the Money Minded tribe. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. As always, it's a pleasure to have you. So, the theme of today's video is a Dollar Tree haul. Are you guys surprised? You know you shouldn't be because you know how much this girl loves the Dollar Tree. And for this haul, you guys, may I make a recommendation? Make yourselves comfortable. Perhaps a pen and paper to take notes because this one is a little bit of a long one. So why don't I go ahead and jump right in? So to begin with, if you saw my thumbnail, you will see that I finally located some pampas grass. This is so lovely. I found it bundled just like this. This is a total of 4 picks worth. I found it sitting just like this, just laying there in the tool bench area of this one store that I visited. It's like it dropped out of the sky and landed on top of the tool bench items, just waiting for me to come pick it up. I've been looking for this for a while. I wish I could find more. I combed the entire store, never found any more. So just these 4 picks is what I've got. I have not been able to find this anywhere near me. So it's really kind of wild. I wonder if somebody bought a bunch of these and then like maybe returned them to that store. That's probably what happened. But why they were sitting in the tool bench area, don't ask. These are the mysteries of the Dollar Tree. But let me just show you real quick. Whoops. I got 2 of the gray. Look at the gray, how beautiful and ethereal and feathery it is. I love the movement on these. And unfortunately, you know who else I think is going to love the movement on these is a certain cat we know named Bagel. I might have to be careful where I where I keep my arrangement, but you know, you cat owners know. We'll see. But I got 2 of those, so here's the 2 together. And notice they're noticeably longer than the other colors that I got. Notice that. But one thing that's kind of cool is here's this beautiful kind of harvest brown color. Put it on this side. And this beautiful like flaming kind of orange, and put it on this side. And the good news about them being the differing lengths is that it just creates its own kind of arrangement. So in any case, I'll take all the pampas grass I can get, and if this is it, well, this is it. I will certainly make it work. I thought those were so pretty though. And then let's see, let's get into, so this is a repurchase. This is by Bodycology, the Nourishing Hand Soap in Pink Vanilla Wish. I was looking through my gift stash of items recently for something, not for this, but for something else entirely. And I noticed one of my bottles, the pump top had popped open and it was starting to leak a bit. So I contained the damage, which there really wasn't any, thank goodness. And I couldn't get the pump reclosed. And then I thought, why are you fighting with this, Michelle? It's still out there. Just go buy a replacement bottle. So that's exactly what I did. So this is going in my gift stash for later. Put that down here. And then let's see. I found, so I showed you the Copper Care sock liners, and I also let you know, but didn't show you because I'd already given them to Hugo, the Copper Care ankle braces. But now I found the compression stockings, the tall ones. So I bought 2 pair. And, you know, sometimes I have pretty intense leg and foot pain, and I thought to myself, you know, maybe one day while I'm at home working, I can put these on and walk around the house and et cetera, and, you know, just see how they work. Just try them out. See, that's the beauty of things at the Dollar Tree. At $1.25, you can just try it out. Just try it. Because why not, right? So I grabbed 2 pair of those. We'll see how those work out for me. And then here's an item that, okay, this wasn't like a mega wish list item, but one of those, gosh, I wish I could find that kind of things, you know. I used to see the display that had the men's sizes and then much smaller women's sizes, but never a size large in the what were these? The Every Ring silicone rings in the 5-pack. I could never find the large. I was at one of the stores that's very close to my job. And, you know, this must have got dug up out of one of those, you know, those bins at the bottom of the Dollar Tree shelves. You know what I'm talking about, you guys. I refer to it as the Dollar Tree graveyard, where like all the stuff that falls off the pegs kind of winds up in there or whatever. I bet that's what happened, that these got mixed in there. And it was just the one set that they had left of these rings or whatever, you know what I mean? And anyway, it must have just been meant for me is the way I saw it. And I went ahead and scooped this up just for funsies. So I got those rings. And then, oh, this was an item that I had been looking for, and that is these Twisty Beads sensory toy. And it comes kind of like this in this format, but then you start manipulating it and twisting it and playing with it. and creating different forms and shapes. It kind of reminds me of a kaleidoscope or something. I just think it's super cool. There's something about the movement, the way the beads slide around. It has a it even says on the tag, ASMR. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says right there, it does. It has a weirdly ASMR kind of quality to, you just want to do it. You just feel compelled to do it. So, I don't know. I thought this would be a fun fidget. I'm going to bring this to work and leave it on my desk at work just for something fun to play with and move around in my hands. It's going to work even better once I get rid of this silly tag. But yeah, I thought these twisty beads sensory toys, I think these are super cool for kids of all ages. So I thought those were fun. Let's get into some food items. First is a repurchase on this Cinnamon Toast Crunch spread. This stuff is delicious. I tried it on camera for you guys. It's delicious. It's very rich and it's very sweet, but it's good. I like to spread a thin layer on a buttered English muffin. Oh, you guys, that's the business. But I picked up this extra jar because I would like to try and make cookies from it. It reminds me of Trader Joe's it's called Speculoos cookie butter. And I thought this is very similar to that. So I found on Pinterest there are recipes for cookie butter cookies. I'd like to use this and try and make Cinnamon Toast Crunch spread cookies. So we'll see. Baking season's coming around, and this is good through February of 24. So we still have a good amount of time left on this. So the Cinnamon Toast Crunch spread came home with me once more. And then sitting right next to it was this Nutastic hazelnut cocoa spread, whose first ingredient is what? Hazelnuts, as it should be. This is a 10-ounce jar. I thought that was a really, really nice deal. And I went ahead and scooped it up. And I'm looking forward to using this. So yum. And then this item, I have one in my fridge right now, and then this one's going to go to Hugo. It's the Kraft Mayo Buffalo Style Dressing. You guys, this is so yummy. It is delicious. Now, it's got some heat, okay? So like if you're heat averse, this may not be the one for you. But if you like some spice, go ahead and try this. Just scoop this on up. It is delicious. And my favorite application so far, I took some steak fries, the Great Value frozen steak fries, you know, from Walmart, and I put them in the air fryer and I dipped them in this stuff. You guys, yum. So, so delicious. This stuff is awesome. I have only one small complaint, and that is the expiration date is October 31st of this year. This expires on Halloween. Now, I've talked before about how I'll go past expiration date on certain items, but that's usually like dry goods, like cereals or like crackers, cookies, things like that. I'll go past date on, but somehow anything mayonnaise-y, I don't know if I can bring myself to eat this past October 31st. So I will enjoy it while I can at this price. And I recommend that you guys do too. So do pick this up if you want some yummy, spicy goodness, because that stuff is really delicious. Oh, excuse me. That was a rough landing. I'm kind of putting things in my cat bag as I finish with them. And that one had a little bit of a rough landing there. Sorry. What next? Let's move into some items that I plan to give as gifts. Starting with this beautiful flower lipstick, which I'll take out of the packaging so we can kind of take a closer look at it. But it is a gift, so I will not be swatching. Okay, you guys, sorry about that. But this is in the color 105 Wild Azalea. It is a matte red lipstick by Flower Beauty. Let me pop it out of its little bag here so you can see the beautiful tube. There's the flower logo. The packaging is so gorgeous on her products. I really like it. And here it is, number 105 Wild Azalea. And then I hope you guys can see through the top of the tube, that beautiful red. Can you guys see that? Can you catch it at all? I hope so. It looks stunning. It looks gorgeous. And the person I have in mind for this, I think they're going to really, really like it. So if you like a good matte red lipstick, try 105 Wild Azalea by Flower Beauty. Once again, at $1.25, you can just try it. Just try it. If you don't like it, it was $1.25, but just try it. You never know if you'll like it. So that was a good find. And then, so now these are some items that I'm going to be sending to Megan, to my bestie down in Florida, and her two daughters. So they have fall birthdays. Megan is first in September. Next is Jordan, her going to be 17-year-old in October. And then in November, her soon to be 11-year-old is Brooklyn. So boom, boom, boom. So what I do is usually just past Megan's birthday, but before we hit Jordan's birthday, I'll send a box with gifts for all three of them. I figure let's just knock these out all at once. So I'm starting to kind of curate gifts for these gals. And I think I showed you guys a few videos back. I found the Karis first aid kit with the doggy print, and I said I was going to get that for Jordan to keep in her new car. She's a really awesome and responsible girl, and she has saved some money, and with her parents' help, has purchased a car, and she's paying, and she's making payments on it. And she's such a great kid. She's been babysitting and a camp counselor for several years now, and she makes good money. Certainly not what we made back in the day, that's for certain, but good on Jordan. So I wanted to give her a first aid kit for the car, and I was going to add some items to it. And I also want to fold up a little $50 bill and put it in that tin. Well, anyway, I had the same idea for her sister, for Brooklyn. I thought, well, I know I want to give Brooklyn money as well. So I found it's actually one of the stores that's near my office. I found they had a bunch of the Karis first aid kits. So I picked this print up for Brooklyn. I have the same one in my car right now with, of course, the peace signs. But this looks very much like Brooklyn. I think it's super cute. And I'm going to add some extra pieces to it and put a $50 bill in it. I figure she can put this in her swim bag. She can put this in her backpack or keep it in her locker at school or what have you. But it's just so cute. It's just such a cute little tin. I thought, okay, well, it's a way to like give money in like a more fun and unique way. And plus I thought I would pair this up with some cool stickers, some beautiful writing pens from the Dollar Tree. And I've got a set of those 50 prang pencils, colored pencils that I'm going to give to her, along with a little tie-dyed notebook journal that was actually purchased from Walmart a while back or whatever. But to kind of create a little ensemble gift for her, it's going to include this Karis first aid kit. And then I found for Megan, I figured, well, Megan's going to need one too. Why shouldn't she have one in the car? So I found this cute beachy tropical print. It's got palm trees and starfish and hibiscus and cute little print on that one. So I picked this one up for Megan. And then I had also found at the same time these first aid kits made by Coralite, this travel kit in like these plastic containers. I thought these were kind of cool. So I went ahead and picked up one of each in the green and the blue, as you can see. This also, I believe, came in an orange. I believe in an orange case. And you know, it comes with, how many pieces was it in total? I'm trying to remember. Oh, here, 36, excuse me. It comes with 36 pieces. So I thought, okay, that's a pretty decent deal. And I like the box. So I figured, let's see what this is about. So I took it home. And the way to open it says pull here. There's like a tab up top. So I'm pulling and pulling and pulling. I thought I was going to have to break it, to be honest with you. It finally popped open. So I'm not... And I keep pinching my fingers in here too as I try to open and close it. So I might need to perform my own first aid on myself to get this thing open. I don't love the way this box goes exactly, but I do like the fact that you get inside 10 sheer small strip bandages, 8 sheer spot bandages, the little round ones, 8 junior strips, 4 sheer strips, 2 clear strips, 2 flexible fabric strips, 1 flexible fabric patch bandage, 1 nonstick pad, and the travel case. So you get 36 pieces. So, I mean, in that sense, it's a decent value, but I think what I'm going to do is just take this stuff out and put it in the, you know, divide it amongst the Karis cases to just fortify their little first aid kits more. And I think I'm just going to recycle this box because if I'm honest, I don't personally love it. Maybe you guys will. Maybe you'll have an easier time with it than I did, but I feel like it was really a struggle initially to get that open. And I do seem to pinch my fingers in it a lot. So I don't know. Just a matter of opinion as far as how I get along with it. But I like the contents. So I still would say this is not a bad deal. So I picked those up to fortify my Karis kits. Okay, let's get this going here. And then I picked up, so I also had the idea, that Jordan, for her car, you know, to get her some little accessories for the car, including that first aid kit. And then I found these car coasters that say good vibes, flashing a peace sign. Oh yeah. I think they're really cute. And one thing I noticed a little bit, if you look at the writing and the hands, like it's genuinely tie-dyed. They look a little bit different, the coloration on them, which I think is kind of cool. It's kind of lends itself to an authenticity kind of that way. I think these are really nice. I have a pair in my car, the pink peace sign, that were also purchased from Dollar Tree, and I love them. I think they're great. They help absorb sweat off of your water bottle or cup or whatever you got in your cup holder. And I think it just helps keep things a little bit neater. Plus, it's just cute. So I thought she would like a pair of these car coasters for her car. For Brooklyn, for her younger sister, I picked up, now she's only turning 11. Okay, so she's not into makeup or anything like that per se, but I picked up for her this tinted rose oil lip balm. It's the one that it changes colors. So it starts off as clear. Oops, you can't really see that. There we go. Too much into the light there, sorry. It starts off clear, but then it turns into a rosy pink shade that allegedly goes with your pH, I guess. I'm not sure, but it sounds like the mood ring of lip glosses, and I thought she might have fun with that. So just for funsies, I got her one of these just because I think she would like the color change aspect, and I don't think her parents would object to her doing a tinted lip balm. I think that'll be just fine. So I grabbed one of those for her from Be Pure. And then for Megan, Megan gets most of the goodies. I'm curating a little gift for her, and I picked up by Sassy and Chic this pedicure set because anytime that I have gone to Dollar Tree with her, like when she's come to visit me, I'll say, hey, come on, we're going to DT. Let's go check it out. She always gets the nail brushes. I've seen this before in a set of 2 where you get one larger and one smaller nail brush, also by Sassy and Chic. I haven't seen that in a while though, but she always picks those up, several of them, because she says that is the best deal going. She goes, I can buy 4 sets of 2 for the price that I'm paying for 1 set of 2 at CVS, because she says at CVS they're about $5 for the same thing, for the same stinking thing that you're going to use for what, 30 days, and then you're going to chuck it, because if you use nail brushes daily, you're not going to want to keep them for longer than that. So I picked up this cool pedicure set for her. I mean, she does get a few other good goodies in here, and it's in her favorite color green. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And then I'm going to include in her gift, now this is just the empty box, but one of the Spongeables pre-tan exfoliator sponges. I think she's going to really like that. But it occurred to me she really needs one of these clear acrylic sponge holders for her Spongeables. That's how I'm using mine right now. I have this suction cup to the wall of my shower, and that's what's right now holding my Spongeables. And it fits in there perfectly. Of course, this is the box, but use your imagination. But in any case, I love these. These are great to use in the shower. I love the fact that they have the vent holes on the bottom so it can drain. So after I use my Spongeables, I put it in the holder and it just drains off, and then it stays nice and fresh. You could also use this for bar soap. You could use this as like a big hook, and you could hang your loofah off it, I suppose. I mean, there's a lot of uses in your shower, or you can just use it in your sink for your sponges. Which is a great idea. It's excellent for that purpose as well. I have one of these in my kitchen also. So I picked that up. And then for Megan, I picked up, so I had bought her some of the Goli apple cider vinegar gummies when I had seen her back in April when we went to LA together. And she loved that. And she's like, please, if you find any more, send them to me. Well, I never found any more of the Golies. That was it. But I did recently find this by Emergency, and I texted her, including the nutrition info on the back, and I said, are you interested? I can get you a bunch of them. And she said, get me 1 box if you don't mind. She said, please just pick up 1. If I like them and you can find them, I'll consider that a bonus. She goes, if I can't, that's okay. I'll just throw it in the wind. She goes, but I don't want you to buy so many and then I don't like them, or my, system doesn't agree with them or something like that. And I'm, that's valid. That's valid. So I went ahead and picked her up a box of the Emergency apple cider vinegar drink packets. It's a flavored fizzy drink mix with other natural flavors, dietary supplement. You get 18 packets in here. It's natural apple cider vinegar, high potency vitamin C, antioxidants, B vitamins, and electrolytes. So we'll see how Megan gets along with the Emergency. And hopefully, if she likes it, hopefully I can get her more. I told her, I said, that's your gamble. She said, that's okay. It's a gamble I'm willing to take. So here we go on that. And then I have shown these before, but I'm going to send her some of the Werther's sugar-free hard candies. First in the original caramel hard candies. These are the sugar-free, delicious. These are just as good as the ones with the sugar, as far as I'm concerned. If you can tolerate artificial sweetener, these are really good. And I think better for your teeth. So I got her those. I got her the caramel coffee. Not my jam because I'm not a coffee gal, but she, I know, will love these. And the caramel chocolate. These are my favorites. So I got her those 3 bags to include in her gift. And then, you guys, I found a product that I had seen at TJ Maxx before and have purchased in the past. It came in a 2-pack for $3.99. But I found these as individual packages for only 5 quarters at the Dollar Tree. And that is these tins of mints, sugar-free mints by a company called Big Sky Confections. First of all, look how fun this tin is. How adorable. It's pink and blue and carnival-y and I mean, you can literally hear that in your head. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I digress. These mints are delicious. They do taste like cotton candy, kind of. To me, they taste more like vanilla. They just kind of have a vanilla flavor to them. They're very, very tasty. I found these several years ago, like I mentioned before, at TJ Maxx. You would get 2 tins for $3.99 in a package. And I had bought these, and I bought, they were Sunkist branded orange mints also. And I used to take one of these and one of the orange together in my mouth. Oh my God, that was delicious. So I was super surprised to find this brand. I was so excited. So I bought a bunch of them. So I have some, Megan's getting some, my mom has some, Jacob has some. We all like these mints a lot. They are really, really good. So I picked up a tin of those. And then by the same company, now these are flavors I never knew existed. I picked up peppermints. Also in the nice tin. These are by the Big Sky Confection. I picked up the sugar-free peppermint. And they have cinnamon. Now, I didn't buy a bunch of these. I only bought one for Megan and one for Jake. Jake loves cinnamon. I'm not so big on it. To me, it just tastes like, I don't know. I don't like cinnamon gum and stuff. It just tastes like I'm eating a bunch of mouthwash or something. I don't know. Why that's not for, why I don't feel that way about peppermint, I can't exactly tell you. But for some reason, the cinnamon, bleh, not for me. But for Jacob, he was very excited to get these, so I got for him. And then, as mentioned before, I picked up Sunkist branded orange mints at TJ Maxx prior. They didn't have those, but they had these in sour grape aid. So these are sugar-free. They are with vitamin C. Does it tell you how much of your daily percentage by chance? Does it say? It does not say what percentage it makes up. I wouldn't use this as a vitamin C supplement, but as it were, they are fortified with vitamin C. But I can tell you the orange ones are delicious. I am pretty sure these grape ones are going to be really good too. So I got myself and Jacob each a tin of these Sunkist sours in the grape aid. So these are super cool. And I love these tins. Afterwards, they fit Q-tips beautifully. They're a very nice way to transport Q-tips. You can also use them for medicine. You can make like little travel sewing kits out of these. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of different uses that I'm not even thinking of, but I love anything that comes in a little metal tin. So I thought those were super, super cool. And then finally, and I guess I kind of went through this haul a little bit faster than I thought I was going to initially, but we still have a few minutes worth of talking left. So I hope you all are sticking with me. I finally found some good books that I can share. I think I've told you guys that the book situation here in my area has been rather, but I found some really beautiful ones. 2 that I plan to give away and 1 that I'm going to use as a coffee table book. So let me show you what I've got here. So this I plan to give as a gift. So Hugo has a friend who is, who would like to make a career out of being a visual artist. He's a painter and he paints beautiful abstract art. He's actually very good. He's also a line cook at a restaurant and he's also a very good cook. So, he's clearly very talented in that area, in those kinds of areas. But he doesn't want to cook for the rest of his life. He would like to be an artist. And I think he's been feeling a little frustrated lately and that kind of thing. Well, I saw this book. And after I read its description, well, first of all, the title is what drew me in. But after I read the description, excuse me while I scratch my nose. Sorry, guys. I just had to get it. I had to get it. And Hugo's friend is who I had in mind. And this book is called Nobody Knows What They're Doing. And it's by somebody named Lee Crutchley, who is the author of How to Be Happy, and in parentheses it says, or at least less sad. Which that's a book I wouldn't mind reading either. And Nick Cave, he's an author, but I'm trying to remember what book did he write. Is it Fault Amongst Their Stars? I think Nick Cave wrote that one. But anyway, he endorsed this book. He says, this book sucks. Read it. So what I mean with an endorsement like that. So anyway, I was very much drawn in by this cover, and then I flipped it over and I thought, what the heck is this even about? So it says, An honest guide to creative life. Sometimes the truth can hurt, but most times it will set you free. Inside this book, you will find no platitudes, no positive affirmations, and no foolproof plans that guarantee success. You will find the truth. You will learn 10 truths about being an artist that nobody will tell you, in case they hurt. 10 truths about being an artist that can finally set you free. And it even lists these 10 truths. And let me read them to you. Number 1, you suck. Number 2, you will fail. Number 3, nobody cares about you. Number 4, everyone is better than you. Number 5, you can't just do what you love. Number 6, you are never going to make it. Number 7, you will never change. Number 8, it's not magic. Number 9, nobody knows what they're doing. And number 10, the big secret. And in case you think I'm kidding, here's the list. Number 1, you suck. I thought that was crazy, but somehow I think by reading through this book, hopefully Hugo's friend will maybe gain a little insight. Maybe it'll just make him laugh. The cover made me chuckle. I think it's great. Maybe it's just a little bit of a reminder that really, you guys, none of us really know what we're doing. We're all trying to muddle through this life together, just like the rest of us, right? So anyway, I thought this was a really compelling book, so I picked that up. And then I picked up, I love to find journals at the Dollar Tree, and I found one. It even says guided journal. So I went and grabbed it. And it's called Simple and Free by Jen Hatmaker. And she is the author, the New York Times bestselling author of For the Love. And on the inside, it says, discover the peace found in a radically simpler life using this guided journal featuring prompts based on the joyful, liberating lessons shared by New York Times bestselling author Jen Hatmaker in Simple and Free, 7 Experiments Against Excess. In Simple and Free, which was first published as 7, Jen Hatmaker described her reckoning with excess through a social experiment which turned into a spiritual movement. Now in Simple and Free, guided journal, Hatmaker invites readers to examine their own 7 areas of excess, from stress to spending to social media, and identify personal practices toward creating a life of enough. I thought that was compelling. And look how there's a lot of different guided activities. There are, it looks like even essays in between. There's a lot to do in this book. And I just thought it was super cool. I went ahead and grabbed 2, one for me and one possibly for a future giveaway for you guys. I like to put these up and to give to somebody. And even if I give this to someone and they themselves can't use it, I hope they'll pass it on to someone who they think can. That's my idea of gift giving, is releasing something into the universe for someone to enjoy. If I know that someone out there is enjoying it, then awesome. That's exactly what I want when I give something to someone. So I thought this guided journal was really cool. So I picked up those. And then lastly, you guys, this book is so beautiful. It is called Foxfire Living, Design, Recipes, and Stories from the Magical Inn in the Catskills. And look at this big, beautiful book. Do you guys see the gorgeous stone fireplace and how inviting that looks? Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that just say cozy to you, even though it's so warm outside in most places in the country right now? But this is by Eliza Clark and Tim Trojan. Photographs are by Arden Ray. And on the back here, gives a little blurb. It says, the design and food of Foxfire Mountain House, a once derelict, now transcendent inn, situated in the Catskills of New York, is wholly informed by its location amid the bucolic mountains. It's like poetry. Foxfire's design and color scheme are influenced by the scenery and guided by nature, science, and curiosity. The inn's old bones are complemented by unique vintage finds foraged from the area, and the meals are sourced from neighboring farms and local crops. Wow. This is really awesome. I mean, even if somebody wants to leaf through this and look at some of the photos, let's see if we can just kind of randomly open to, look at that, some beautiful canning jars. Here's one of the outdoor spaces of the inn. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Wow. This is stunning. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. I just intended to put it as a coffee table book, you know, just because I like the coloration of it. Look at the beautiful spine on that. Isn't that gorgeous? You could definitely use this for anybody who likes to use books as risers or as part of their decor. Pick this up. This is really, really stunning. Or just lay it on your coffee table. You don't have to do anything special with it. I think it just lends itself to a really elegant look. And you guys, the retail price on this, you know how usually they have the barcode sticker on the back and you can't see what it is? Well, look at this, you guys. Do you see that price? Do you see it? US $45. $45 for this book, but I snagged it for only $5. And with that, you guys, that's it. That's this haul for this time. Thank you all so much for joining me like you do every time. I appreciate so much your kind comments and suggestions. I love bantering with you guys in the comments. I really appreciate you all so, so much for giving me your time every time that you do. Thank you guys. Take care. And I bid you peace.